What's up, everybody out there? This is Aaron here to show you about what started this game, which was Fusion, Contact Fusion, Synchro, XYZ, and Link. So this is how the game all started from beginning till end. Now here to talk about them. Okay. First, of course, when the game started, it was always using polymerization to make any fusion of what you needed. Like, for example, you need 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons to make the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So you need a polymerization. So, polymerization, you need it to start off doing fusions. Later on was doing Contact Fusion. Contact Fusion is similar to polymerization, except you did not have to use polymerization. For example, when the Gladiator Beast came out, it was always contact fusing with your fusion monsters. Like example right here, Gladiator Beast Gazaris. You need a Gladiator Beast Bestiari and one other Gladiator Beast. So for example, right here, you need 2 out. One must be the Bestiari, another must be another Gladiator Beast. So let's just say Gladiator Beast Laquari. To do a contact fusion, it would be put these 2 away. So again, you did not have to use like polymerization to do these 2. No, it would just be simple, just these 2. Now Gladiator Beast, when you contact fuse them, they do not go to the graveyard. They would just go back to your deck to draw send them back to the deck and shuffle. Then you would just bring out what you were gonna bring out, like Gazaris. Now of course, yeah, that's all it was. So contact fusing was nothing but using the requirement of what you need. Just use them like that instead of using these 2 and then polymerization as well. So it's not using 3 cards, it's just these. So first came using polymerization with fusions, then came contact fusion. What came out after was now right here, Synchro. For example, right here, Black Rose Dragon and Blackwing Armor Master. Now, of course, to make these, you needed tuners. So there were a lot of different tuners as well, like the Blackwing Gale Whirlwind, Psychic Commander. One popular one, the Plague Spreader, the normal Junk Synchron, an X-Saber Airbellum, Fabled Raven, Debris Dragon, and Krebons. Now of course there was a lot more, but I'm just showing you these right here. Now, of course, yeah, you must have tuners. All of these are tuners. So mostly tuners right here. Now, okay, let's start off with Black Rose Dragon. To make Black Rose Dragon, you need to make a level 7, since that's the level of what Black Rose Dragon is. Now it says you need 1 tuner. And another requirement to make 7. So it could be like if you had another or more. So let's just say if you had three cards but equals to 7, Black Rose Dragon. Or for example, let's just say you needed 2. So let's just say Goblin Zombie right here. 3 plus 4, 7. Now what you would do is almost like fusion. But no, you would send these. So you would say synchro, send these to the graveyard, and summon out your Black Rose Dragon. Of course, everyone knows Black Rose Dragon. Bring out, activate the effect, destroy everything on the field. Now, Blackwing Armor Master, you need a Blackwing Tuner. So these had to be, you needed an actual name of a tuner. So Blackwing Tuner would be like Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, because it's a Blackwing. And of course, yeah, make 7. So let's just say again, your Gale and your Goblin Zombie, you're 7. So you have your Blackwing Tuner and your level 4, make 7, Blackwing Armor Master. So when this came out, it was you had to call Synchro. I'm gonna Synchro to make rather your Blackwing Armor Master, but you need a Blackwing Tuner, or like Black Rose Dragon, Synchro. So you need to make exactly the equal number. Now it says 1 or more. You need 1 tuner and 1 or more. So even if you had your ways of bringing out more, but to make the equal of 7, you can do that too. Now of course there are other synchros, like of course the regular Stardust Dragon, the Goyo Guardian and all that. Those were a lot of synchros also. So Synchro came out. Then came the XYZ material monsters, but most likely we like to call them X-Seed. To make an X-Seed, I'm just gonna call it X-Seed. X-Seed, you need a requirement of, like right here, Minerva, 2 level 4 monsters. Now also right here, there is no spot of their level right here. It's on the left side. So basically it would be, there is no level, because the level has to be on your right side of the card, not your left side. So there is no level, but you need the requirement of what it says. You need 2 level 4 monsters. For example, let's just say Gareth and Aaron, 2 level 4 monsters. Now to make these would be, you would have to overlay. That's what they call it, overlay. So overlap and create your X-Seed. Simple as that. Or you can go, here's another one, Castel, 2 level 4 monsters. So yeah, again, right here, over, Castel. That's the way it worked for doing the X-Seeding. Then came down to using the link format, using links. And later on, when it came to link, the game changed a bit as well, which is now you must play your X-Seed, Synchro, Fusion, or whatever, to now there's 2 spaces. So there's this space and this space, 2 spaces. This is where you would play your X-Seed, Synchro, Fusion, or any of these. Now it shows right here an arrow. So Decode Talker, where these levels point to, that's where you could play your any other besides monsters, your Fusion, Synchro, X-Seed, even your regular fusions. So it would be like right here to play your, of course, yeah, Contact Fuse. So you would contact fuse. Point it to the arrow it's at. So Gazaris. You have your Garath Aaron. Contact. Overlay. There you go. It has 2 spots, so you can play it at any. Now, if you played your spot right here, your opponent has the other spot. There is no, you can have both spots. It's you choose what spot. Now, as points to, there's 5 spots of your on your field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 spots. Now it points to your 3rd and 5th spot. So those are where you can play your spots. Now it shows right here you're giving your opponent a spot. But that's just the way these Link monsters are. So you have 2 spots you can play yours, and they have 1 spot they can play theirs. Now this was also a monster for yourself, so it's almost like an extra monster. The Link monsters cannot be set face down. So that's how Links went. Now, of course, to make a Link, the requirement had to be of what the Link says right there. So you need 3. And it must say affect monsters, because that's what Deco Talker is. So for example, if you have 3 effect monsters, which let's just say the Wolf, Lumina, and Lila, and you wanted to go into a Link, you would want to tell your opponent, I'm gonna Link. So 1, 2, 3, go to the graveyard, and you have your Link out. So you need 3. There's your 3. Now, if you still be playing and your Deco Talker was not destroyed or anything, okay, if you still had these out, for example, you can overlay. It points to a direction. Maybe you could do more. Like, let's just say, okay, another Wolf, another Light. Like, if, of course, yeah, Light ones you can have a lot out. So, let's just say that would happen. To play a second Minerva. So, you have 2 out. And, of course, if you were to use materials, most likely you would just take out a material. So that's like how it was. Or if you had your ways of so these are just examples. Like if you had a Link, okay, maybe you want a Synchro because you have your other spot. Points to the arrow of your 5th spot, points to the arrow of your 3rd spot. Or if you wanted to, it could be the opposite spot, your Deco Talker. Overlay, so Exceed. Synchro. Now this would be your 1st spot, this would still be your 3rd spot. Now sometimes you gotta be wise and when you're gonna play your spot. So if you're seeing you're going against your opponent and they have something, or I don't know, just think of when you want to do this, because you gotta be smart also exactly when you're gonna do this and where you're gonna put it at. So it's a strategy kind of a thing. Now of course you could play a Synchro an Exceed or a Fusion, because that's the way the rule is now also, you must put it here. So basically, you might just have one spot. Your one spot right here. Because that's the way the game is now, which is the link format, which is an extra spot. But that's the way they made this game, just to stop players from exceeding or synchroing just on those spots right there, going that fast. So they wanted to stop the game a bit. So now it's a bit more, I wouldn't say difficult, but a bit more you have to do. So if you were to throw away your stuff to link, okay, you're gonna link. But let's say some of those cards you needed to make a synchro and play them already. No, because then you would have to send away more stuff. So you'd have to think a bit to make whichever you're gonna do. So how this game went, from beginning, polymerization, then came contact fuse, then came synchro, then came exceed, and now at the format now we're at, it's link. Now I don't know if they're gonna try something else after link, or if they're just gonna keep it the way it is, which is link. So 5 different combinations happened ever since this game started. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Peace.